Jensen is truly a full service naval architect. We can proudly say that you can walk in Jensen and tell us to draw something up concept-wise, and then you can walk away and get the keys to the vessel, whatever the vessel is, and that's unusual in our industry.
We have departments for all the basic engineering disciplines, from structural to hydrostatics, hydrodynamics. We also include electrical engineering, which few firms offer today.
For Jensen, they have me. I'm an actual electrical PE, professional engineer. That's a little unusual for most naval arch firms.
We can manage your project. We have project managers. We have construction managers that'll go to the yard and watch it get built for you.
So we spend a lot of times in our coveralls, outside in the shipyard, crawling through tanks, doing weld inspection, testing piping systems to make sure the integrity is square.
We have a whole department that's dedicated to keeping vessels safe, telling operators where they can safely operate, and helping them meet the full potential of their vessels in a safe manner.
Then the other thing we decided to do is we went out and started hiring folks from shipyards. We got out and hired former shipyard managers all the way down to pipe fitters.
So you have the balance of the team being designers, engineers, and actual craftsmen who have worked on both sides of the fence and understand the problems that are involved and the information that needs to be conveyed to a craftsman to get the job done properly.
We've brought all this hard labor type of thinking into Jensen. I believe that creates the best product for the operator in the end.
Many of our competitors have young, very talented people who can manipulate the software, but they don't have the experience of actually being the craftsman. That's where we bring in the efficiencies, because we think through the whole process.
We're actually building the boat one piece at a time right here. And every time we find a place we can do something easier, we do it. And that turns into more money in the yard, and for everybody, less time, less money. It's all got to be good. That's how we approach it here.
Jensen's been a very integral part of our company, especially with my ocean-going experiences for 30 years.
As good as technology is with video conferencing and all those things, it doesn't satisfy the need for sitting across the table with your customer and really discuss issues.
We hit all the points that we set out. John and I set out, what are we going to do this boat?
Rather than telling our customers, this is what we think you should do, we want them sitting next to us saying, no, I like that bulkhead back there. I want this moved. This isn't going to work for me operationally.
And we really hit all three of them right on the mark with John, and actually exceeded those marks. I mean, our speed is better than what we expected. Our capacity was at probably 36-37% increase, and our efficiency greatly realized. Yeah, and the looks were fantastic.
You know, they're spending a lot of money on these boats. They want them to make an impact on the water. You know, they want to be seen, have people say, hey, that's a beautiful boat.
I spend a lot of time on that, and in fact, that's what I really enjoy about the job, is being able to come up with a design of a vessel that is balanced, it looks good, but still meets all the operating requirements.
You can make boats sexier, you can have real comfortable, I mean, we put in great bunks in these boats, good sleeping quarters, TVs, and access to the communications, and making it fun while they're at it. You got to make this stuff fun. If you don't make this stuff fun, then nobody's going to want to do it.
The origins of Jensen was in the fishing industry. And strangely enough, the fishermen were very style conscious about what their boats looked like. And that drove us in the direction of creating some styles that became very popular in the industry. And it's just kind of who we are now.
And we wanted to really capture the essence of Jensen. So our tagline today is Beautiful designs, efficient to build, extraordinary to operate.
We design our boats with buildability in mind.
Well, basically what we do is we build a virtual model of the boat in the computer, check for interferences, make sure all the systems fit in there, make sure all the equipment fits.
We look at it like we're actually building that boat here in this office. In my old age, I'm lucky I have the chance to do it on a computer instead of out in the hot sun or the rain.
We detail where everything goes, how to install all the equipment, all the piping systems, the electrical systems, the structural systems, and pretty much make an IKEA kit of the vessel so that the craftsmen in the yard don't really have to think a whole lot about what it is they need to do to complete a vessel.
Actually model all the steel and, you know, get it ready to be exported to the cut files to get cut.
We're virtually cutting almost entirely all of the pieces of the boat from flat steel plate, and you can take advantage of this plasma cutting and computer controlled cutting, and you can do some pretty marvelous things there if you really change the basic approach and thinking.
We don't have lots and lots of pieces. We reduce the number of pieces to reduce the man hours involved in welding.
One piece can take the place of 5 or 6. Then that eliminates 5 or 6 fits, and that also eliminates 5 or 6 welds where those pieces go together.
In this case, a lot of pieces are all cut out of one single piece, and when you put it together, things fit, and you have to do less measuring and less lineup. And I think it's in fact proven to translate into some real efficiency gains in the speed and the cost of putting things together. So I think it's definitely proven its worth, and it's working beautifully.
Using the Jensen method for construction, he can save anywhere from $3, $5, $6 million per vessel. And that's a significant factor.
If you are looking to get in the boat business in any way, we can help you.
We're working on a couple designs right now with Jensen, and right from the outset, our operations team invites Jensen to our planning meetings, and Jensen invites us to their planning meetings, so that we're sitting in the room together at the initial design phase talking about what does this vessel look like, what are the objectives, what's the mission of the vessel.
So we want to make sure that they get the boat that they were dreaming of, the one that's going to work best for them. Our
ability to learn some of the insider information that those guys live every day when they're out on the water, that kind of information doesn't always get back to the design firms.
We're a little different than most naval architect marine engineering consulting firms. We're deeply involved in the operation of a large fleet and maintaining it and building new boats for it.
Extremely good fit. Both companies come from a history of growth from a very, very small operation.
And Crowley has opened up an amazing number of doors, both in terms of types of jobs and the depth of technical support we can give our clients.
We're in areas with little infrastructure, little development, and whatever we're going to use, we have to bring with us. Typically, when we execute a large-scale project, a beach landing, a heavy lift module delivery, we have to provide, as a company, the full suite of services, which includes the design of the beach landing, the design of the speed fastenings, the tie-downs for the cargo, the ballast operations plan, how we're going to offload the cargo, how we're going to load the cargo, all of those elements. So having that expertise in-house and having the ability to, again, bring everything we need to bring with us, including our naval architecture expertise, provides a huge advantage for our customers.
I really enjoy being part of Crowley. I think they're a great team, and we've gotten to do some very interesting projects with Crowley that have really been fun. Lots of on-site work, which we don't usually get to do. A lot of times we're in the office, so that's nice.
Again, the synergies within Crowley, it makes for a very exciting place to work. And I think everyone that works at Jensen knows that.
every job I do, I learn something new and interesting, either about being a naval architect, or just about the fishing industry, or about tugboat operations, or something.
As innovators, we've always looked at the market and tried to fulfill the demands of the market. With the fishing industry, we've got into tugs, fireboats, other patrol vessels, research vessels, and just recently offshore vessels that will be the next frontier for us. Today we have 3 office locations: Seattle, Jacksonville, Florida, and New Orleans, Louisiana.
As a team, we have all the pieces that we need to put a spectacular naval architect engineering firm together and consult anybody in any marine situation.
There are so many things that are possible for us right now. The future looks extremely bright. It's very, very exciting. Very exciting.